have a great recipe for you. The reason I made this recipe is because a lot of times I feel like nuts are a little bit rancid, or some people have allergies to nuts. But I really love pesto. So if you love pesto, this is the recipe for you. So I'm going to make no nut pesto. You can find this recipe in the Intestinal Health book on page 162. No nut pesto, page 162 of Intestinal Health book. So let's get started. I want to show you how we do this. First, we're going to start by treating our basil. Right here, you take your basil and you snip it off and you soak it in a water solution like this with a little bit of vinegar. The acid helps to kill any bacteria or fungus that may be lurking on it. Okay? You just want to let that sit, swirl it around a little bit. We're going to set that aside for 3 to 5 minutes to soak. In the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to make our pesto base. We're going to be using chopped garlic like this. Again, what we want to do is we want to add sea salt. I like Himalayan sea salt, a generous portion of that in order to cut the bite. I'm going to reach over here and grab a fork. I'm going to smash that sea salt into the garlic. Now we're going to add just a little bit of olive oil so the flavors start to blend. Okay. So now I'm ready to put it into my KitchenAid. I'm going to take it and I'm going to just put it inside there on the bottom. So we've got our basil here all clean and spun out. We're ready to mix it in. We've got our garlic and oil mixture and salt in there. We're just going to stuff these leaves right in the top here. It's okay that it's compact, so we're going to add all of this. This is 3 ounces of basil, 4 cloves of garlic, and then generous salt to cut the bite. And we're going to add a total of about 1/4 cup of olive oil overall for the whole thing when we're finished. But we're going to add it gradually. We don't want to dump it all in at once. We want to start blending things. So we're going to add all of this. Now we're going to start mixing this up. Tuck everybody in. Put our lid on. And we start blending. So stop after just about 30 seconds, take your lid off. You're going to add more olive oil now. Then you're going to scrape down the sides so you get all the leaves in there. We put our lid back on. And we finish it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop now. Take the lid off. We can see that it's all pureed in there. Now it's time to add the cheese. So I take my Parmesan cheese grated. You can buy a block and grate it, or you can just buy it grated. You're going to add that in. I add the whole thing, 5 ounces. That's what the recipe in the book calls for too. So we've added garlic, 4 cloves. We mixed it with salt. We then added 1/4 cup of olive oil, intermittent, and blended it until it was pureed. We add 5 ounces of grated Parmesan cheese. We're going to put this back on and we're going to blend it, wipe it down, blend it, wipe it down until we get a nice pesto mixture. We're all finished blending it. Let's take it off, undo our lid, and look at, we have a creamy pesto. Doesn't that look beautiful? Now we want to serve some up. So we're going to take a nice dobble of it here. We're going to add it to our plate. Like this. This is the snack for the afternoon. Just serve that with a little knife and add a little to each cracker. These are grain crackers with flaxseed in them, so they're high in fiber. And there you go. This is a healthy snack. So if you're ready to taste this, I'm ready too, but I want to remind you it's page 162. You can get this recipe in Intestinal Health Book. You can find that at intestinalhealthbook.com. Let's try it out. Yum. That is delicious pesto. Mmm.